Your brain's reward system is 40% less responsive than it was 10 years ago. That's not an estimate. That's measured dopamine receptor density in repeated neuroimaging studies. And you're wondering why nothing feels good anymore. Let me be very clear about what's happening. This isn't depression. Depression is a clinical diagnosis with specific criteria. This is something else, something that looks like depression, but operates through completely different mechanisms. It's called anhedonia, the inability to feel pleasure from things that should produce it. And it's not in your head, it's in your neurobiology. Your dopamine baseline, the amount of dopamine your brain produces at rest, has been systematically destroyed over the past decade. Not by you, by design. Every app you use, every notification you receive, every scroll, swipe, refresh, they're all engineered by PhD neuroscientists to produce microhits of dopamine, variable reward schedules, the same mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. You've been pulling a lever hundreds of times per day for years, and your brain adapted exactly like it's supposed to. It downregulated receptors, built tolerance, raised the threshold. Now normal pleasure, the kind that used to work, doesn't register. Your brain's reward threshold is so high that everyday life feels like nothing. Let me show you what this looks like. Remember when music hit different? When a song could give you chills? When you'd close your eyes and just feel it? When a certain lyric would stop you cold because it said exactly what you'd been feeling? Now you can't make it through one song without checking your phone. The music plays, you hear it, but it doesn't land. It's just noise in the background while you scroll. You skip songs after 30 seconds, not because they're bad, because nothing holds your attention. Nothing hits the way it used to. Remember when movies could pull you in? When 2 hours disappeared and you didn't think about anything else? When you'd sit in the theater and forget you existed outside that story? Now you're checking your phone 6 minutes in, scrolling during slow scenes, reading reviews while watching. The movie plays, but you're not really watching. And even when you force yourself to pay attention, it feels flat. Like you're watching people pretend. Like you're waiting for it to get good, but it never does. Or maybe it is good, and you just can't feel it anymore. Remember when food tasted incredible? When a great meal was an experience? When you'd order that specific dish from that specific place because it was that good? Now you eat while watching videos, while scrolling, while doing anything but actually tasting. The food goes in. Your body processes it. But the pleasure? Gone. It's just fuel. Just something you do because you have to. You can't even remember what you ate yesterday because you weren't present for it. Even sex. Even that. The thing that's supposed to be one of the highest dopamine activities humans can experience. The thing that literally kept our species alive. And you're there, but you're not there. Going through motions, mind wandering, thinking about work, about emails, about that thing you saw on your phone before you started, waiting for it to feel as good as it's supposed to. But it doesn't. It's fine. It's okay. But it's not. It's not what it used to be. It's not what it should be. And you think, maybe I'm depressed. Maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I need medication. But here's the thing. You're not depressed. Your reward system is burned out. There's a difference. Depression affects serotonin, norepinephrine, mood regulation, cognitive patterns. It's pervasive. It colors everything. There's often no clear cause, no obvious trigger. This has a cause. This has a mechanism. And this has a solution. You've been feeding your brain supernormal stimuli. Dopamine hits that are faster, easier, and more intense than anything in evolutionary history. Your brain wasn't designed for this. It was designed for find food, get dopamine. Have sex, get dopamine. Accomplish goal, get dopamine. Not pull to refresh 200 times a day, get dopamine. Scroll infinite feed, get dopamine. Check notification, get dopamine. These are artificial triggers. They produce real dopamine, but they cost nothing, require nothing, mean nothing. And your brain learned, this is the new normal. This is baseline. This is what pleasure feels like now. So when real experiences show up, experiences that should feel good, that used to feel good, they register below baseline. They feel like nothing, not because they changed, because you changed. Your threshold changed. Let me take you back 10 years. Before this became normal, before this became just how life is. You could read a book for hours, actually finish books, multiple books a month, get lost in them. The world would disappear. Time would stop. It was just you and the story, and nothing else mattered. You'd look up after 2 hours and be surprised 2 hours had passed. You could sit with friends and talk, really talk. No phones on the table, no checking messages every 5 minutes. No, sorry what? Because you were scrolling while they were speaking. Just conversation, eye contact, laughter, silence that wasn't uncomfortable. And it was enough. It was actually engaging. You didn't need constant novelty to stay interested in the people you cared about. You could go to a concert and be fully there. Feel every note. Be present for the entire experience. Not record it for people who weren't there. Not post it to prove you were having fun. Just be there. Experience it. Let it move through you. Remember it with your body, not your camera roll. You could cook a meal and enjoy cooking it. The process, not just the result. Taste as you go. Adjust seasoning. Put thought into it. Then sit down and eat slowly. Savor it. Appreciate it. Not photograph it. Not compare it to what you've seen online. Just eat it and enjoy eating it. You could have sex and be completely present. Feel everything. Want nothing else in that moment. No performance anxiety from porn. No distraction from the buzzing phone on the nightstand. Just presence, connection, pleasure. The way it's supposed to feel. When did that stop working? When did normal pleasure become not enough? Slowly. So slowly you didn't notice. So gradually that there was never a moment where you thought, this is the day everything changed. But it did change. Year by year. Update by update. Feature by feature. First, smartphones got better. Then apps got smarter. Then algorithms got predictive. Then notifications got personalized. Every update, every feature, every design choice, optimized for one thing. Keep you engaged, keep you scrolling, keep you checking. And it worked. You started checking your phone first thing in the morning, before you even fully woke up, before coffee, before shower, before anything. Then you started checking it during meals, during conversations, during movies, during sex sometimes. Then you stopped being able to do anything without checking it. Reading required phone breaks. Walking required podcast. Waiting required scrolling. Your brain got rewired, literally. Neural pathways strengthened. Dopamine receptors downregulated. Baseline elevated. And now you're here, unable to feel pleasure from things that should absolutely produce it. This isn't a character flaw. This is neurobiology responding exactly as designed to an environment humans were never supposed to navigate. But here's what they don't tell you. It's reversible, completely reversible. Your dopamine receptors can upregulate. Your baseline can drop. Your reward system can recalibrate, but it requires doing something that will feel impossible at first. Deliberate boredom, not meditation, not mindfulness, not being present. Actual boredom, sitting with nothing. No input, no stimulation, no escape. This is called dopamine fasting, and it sounds like wellness bullshit, but it's pure neuroscience. When you stop hitting the dopamine lever, your baseline drops. When your baseline drops, normal stimuli become rewarding again. It takes about 48 to 72 hours to start feeling the shift. Here's what it actually looks like. Day 1. Pick a day. Weekend works, no phone, no computer, no TV, no music, no podcasts, no books even. Just you. In your space. Bored. Your brain will scream. Will tell you this is torture. Will convince you that you need to check something, do something, consume something. Don't sit with it. Let the boredom be. Let the anxiety surface. Let the restlessness move through you. Hour 1. Excruciating. Every cell in your body wants stimulation. You'll think of 1,000 reasons why you need to check your phone. Important messages, urgent emails. What if someone needs you? They don't. You're just in withdrawal. Hour 3. The panic subsides slightly. You start noticing things. The way light comes through the window. Sounds you normally tune out. The fact that time moves differently when you're not constantly checking how much of it has passed. Hour 6. Something shifts. You'll notice it. A walk outside is interesting. Trees are pretty. Actually pretty. The sky has colors you haven't noticed in years. Your neighborhood has details you've walked past 1,000 times without seeing. By day 2, food tastes different. Not better necessarily. Just more. You actually taste it. Experience it. That coffee? You taste the coffee. Not just drink it while scrolling. You taste it. Conversations, even with yourself, become interesting. Thoughts you've been too distracted to think finally surface. Realizations happen. Not profound ones necessarily. Just things you've known but haven't had space to actually know. By day 3, music hits again. Not every song, but some. And when it hits, you feel it. Actually feel it. Your body responds. Chills. Emotion. Presence. You remember what music felt like when it was music and not just background noise. This isn't magic. This is just your brain remembering what normal reward feels like when it's not competing with supernormal stimuli every 3 seconds. After the fast, you don't go back to zero stimulation forever. That's not realistic. That's not the goal. The goal is to reset the baseline, lower the threshold, make normal life rewarding again. Then you maintain it, 1 day a week maybe, or specific dopamine-free hours, or just being way more selective about what you consume. You stop scrolling mindlessly. You stop checking constantly. You stop using your phone as a pacifier every time you feel slightly bored. And slowly, not instantly, but slowly, things start working again. That song gives you chills again. That movie actually pulls you in. That meal, you taste every bite. That book, you read 100 pages without checking your phone once. Sex, fully there, fully present, fully feeling it. Not because those things changed, because you changed, your baseline changed. You gave your reward system room to respond to normal stimuli again. This is the solution. Not medication, though medication has its place for actual depression. Not therapy, though therapy helps with many things. This is neurobiology, and the fix is neurobiological. Stop overstimulating. Let your brain recover. Watch everything become satisfying again. Will it be easy? No. Your brain will fight you. The first 72 hours will be uncomfortable, possibly miserable, because you're withdrawing. Not metaphorically, literally withdrawing from a dopamine dependence you didn't know you had. But on the other side, everything you thought was broken about you starts working again. Music moves you, movies engage you, food satisfies you, conversations interest you. Life feels like life, instead of just waiting for something better. That's what's waiting on the other side of boredom. That's what happens when you stop feeding your brain empty calories and let it remember what real pleasure tastes like. So here's the question. Can you be bored for 48 hours? Can you sit with nothing? No entertainment? No stimulation? No escape? If the idea terrifies you, you know how deep this goes. If you can't imagine it, you know how dependent you've become. And if you won't try it, that's fine. But stop wondering why nothing feels good. You know why. Your reward system is fried. Your baseline is destroyed. And constant stimulation is the culprit. The cure isn't more. It's less. Way less. For a while. Until normal becomes enough again. Until a sunset is beautiful. Until a song makes you cry. Until sitting with someone you love is better than anything on your screen. That's all still there. It didn't go anywhere. You just raised the threshold so high that nothing can clear it anymore. Lower the threshold. Do nothing. Feel everything again.